So starting the test drive in this 2500 HD, I love having the TurboDiesel V8 mated with the Allison transmission. It's a great couple, let me put it that way. Just power response is great. Transmission shifts are great. Just everything is in tune. And I meant to say power output, not power response, but it's quick when you need it to be. It's fuel efficient when you need it to be. And if you want to shift the 10-speed manually, that's cool. But honestly, 99.9% of the time, the auto mode is spectacular no matter what you're doing. Whether you're towing, hauling, driving without a load, it's ready for whatever you throw at it. And I like the ride quality of these trucks compared to the F250. Ram, it's pretty similar in my opinion, but let me put it this way. In the higher trim levels with the leather seats and all of the goodies that come along with the higher trims, it's a very comfortable ride for a heavy duty truck. Now it's still bouncy because it is a heavy duty truck with the springs and suspension and all of that, but it's not uncomfortable in my opinion. Now, in terms of just how massive this truck is, it's still pretty easy to control, to keep in the lines, just because the visibility is so good. You have a rear camera mirror, blind spot monitors, towing mirrors, all of that. So you can keep yourself where you need to be pretty easily again. Now, it still has the weight, mass, and the overall feel of a 3/4 ton truck, but again, in terms of just being able to see out of it, it's pretty good. Now I'm gonna see if we can get this truck up to speed. Again, the pull from the turbo is fantastic, and it just, the transmission shifts so quickly. This is not a slow feeling truck by any means. But one of the perks of having this LTZ premium package, we do get the adaptive cruise, and then that coupled with the lane keeping system with the lane departure, pretty neat, especially if you do have a trailer or something, because you want to make sure that you're staying in the lines at all times. Having the blind spot monitors, everything that comes with the safety system here is pretty top notch. And cruising here at 70 without anything, it's actually a pretty pleasant ride. And not a lot of sound coming in. When the wind picks up, I can hear it, but I can also hear the deadening of it, if it makes sense. Very good sound acoustics in here for a heavy duty truck. And again, it makes it that much easier to drive, having the tow mirrors, the rear camera mirrors, blind spot monitors. This doesn't feel as big as it is driving it, just because of all the safety features that you get. Now, comparing this truck to the F250, I like the engine from the 2500 Silverado better than that diesel counterpart, just in terms of how it shifts so seamlessly with the 10-speed automatic in this setup here. But I mean, they're both pretty good powertrains. This one just feels more comfortable. It feels smoother. It feels like it has its stuff together just a little bit more than the F250. But again, that's just from a standpoint of somebody who doesn't necessarily drive heavy duty trucks and tows and hauls a lot. Just from a driver's perspective, that's how it feels. But I also just like the interior better since they've redone this. I like it better than Ford's. I feel like the screen isn't as big, but it just seems more modern than Rams at this point, just because it's newer, it's fresher. And then from Ford's, just from the layouts of the buttons to the trim, I like this setup better. I don't know why, I just do. So one other thing that I love about these trucks, getting Chevy's safety system, you get that follow distance indicator. So it's actually showing me on the heads-up display how many seconds I have to stop compared to the vehicle in front of me. So right now it's showing 1.7 seconds, and then as we speed up and increase distance, that'll get lower, but as we slow down and increase distance, that'll get higher, just showing you how much space that you have if you were needing to all of a sudden stop. So I like that there. And again, having this up here, I like just being able to see the animations and all that. So as I get close, 0.9 seconds. And I like that it's just always updating you to make sure that you have the distance that you want. But a huge shout out again to Auto Collection of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this truck today. They tend to keep new stuff that you can't find at other stores there, along with a few other exotic goodies, luxury goodies, things of that nature. So they tend to have it all. But with that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2024 Chevy Silverado 2500HD with the LTZ premium package.